gaining a deeper love for itself and everything in it, all of nature, all sentient life. And we begin, of course, by settling our body, letting it feel supported by the chair, and the chair supported by the floor, and the floor by the foundation, and the foundation by the earth itself. It's all one connection.
Thank you, Jennifer. Good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Kate, and I am happy to be here, happy to welcome everyone to the Center for Spiritual Living Carlsbad today, whether you're watching online or in the room with us right now. I'm just really glad that you are joining us in this moment in which we're celebrating the truth that there really is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and that we can use it. So keeping this in mind, I'd like to invite you to just relax for a moment while I offer a spiritual mind treatment. So first, let's just go to the basic truth, which is that this is a spiritual universe. That everything we experience, everything we feel, everything we think about, everything we see, touch, is a manifestation of spirit itself. Spirit is all there is, and everything, visible and invisible, is made of the very substance of spirit. Second, that includes us. We are united with spirit, one with one. Each one of us is grounded in spirit, one with spirit, awake in spirit. Third, knowing this, I realize that I may speak my word, and that spirit will respond to me personally, beautifully, perfectly, and appropriately. And so I now claim that this very moment, something wonderful is unfolding for each person here right now as we come together and plant seeds of love, understanding, and truth, with the full knowledge that this effort is blessed, that good flourishes, and that we enjoy ourselves, we gain understanding, and all is well. Fourth, I give thanks. I give thanks for this good now unfolding. And fifth, I release my treatment to spirit with full understanding that as I accept it, as we accept it, it is already in manifestation in our lives. And so knowing this, I invite you to join me in this sense of thanksgiving and acceptance as we say together, and so it is. Thank you, everyone. You may know that we're about to start a class on spiritual mind treatment, so I thought I would just enumerate the 5 steps as I went through it. But now what I'd like to do is turn it over to our musician, Jennifer, and she has given you all words for our song. So
okay, so we're going to sing I'm Choosing Heaven today, so please rise and we'll all sing it together. There we go. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Now let's choose love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. Let's choose peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of peace right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today.
Very nice. Good job. Now, if you would look inside your program, and on the right-hand side, please find the group reading, and let's read that aloud together. There is one life, both visible and invisible, one presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect love and perfect intelligence. I am an individualized expression of all that it is. I am ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect intelligence. And now I'd like to ask Larry to come up and help light a few candles, just in recognition of some of the amazing aspects of this thing called life. So first, we light a candle for life itself, that which lives in and through each one of us and everything. There is only one life. That life is Spirit's life. That life is our life now. So please affirm with me, I am life. We light a candle for love, the unifying, harmonizing force of the universe. We each are points of love within the heart of Spirit. Please affirm with me, I am love. We light a candle for light. We each radiate the light, the intelligence of Spirit wherever we are. Please affirm with me, I am light. We light a candle for beauty. We're made in the likeness and image of Spirit. We each express the beauty of Spirit's perfection as our perfection now. So please affirm, I am beauty. We light a candle for joy. Joy is the very nature of Spirit and the true essence of each of us. We each bring joy to the world. Please affirm with me, I am joy. And we light a candle for peace. Today and every day, we open our hearts to peace. We are each a center of peace in our world. Please affirm, I am peace. And finally, I invite you to take a moment and just become aware of your own inner light that is always shining within, as we each honor our very own metaphysical path of wholeness, oneness, and mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles, principles which are ours to rely upon always. Thank you, Larry. And now I am going to turn it over. We're going to hear a song from Jennifer, and then Dr. Carol Carnes will get up and give us our message for the day. So take it away, Jennifer.
Thank you. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is found in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't have to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings, and you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Yes, you will do amazing things. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like Dean Martin bringing my drink with me. Some of you are old enough to know who that was. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, what a joy to be here today. And to all of you in Canada and other cold places, we send you sunshine and warmth. See, you feel the difference? Well, we feel for them, don't we? And we are very grateful to be right here in Carlsbad, California, where it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. So today we're going to talk about conscious evolution. And that has both a global and a personal component. In fact, everything in this teaching does. What we do to improve our own life has an effect on our immediate environment, our family, our friends, our community, our workplace. So it ripples out through where there's resonance, it is received, and change happens that way. I'm going to start by reading something I wrote in October on the global level that I think is appropriate for today. I have a daily blog. So this is what I wrote. Although it is stressful, whatever you're doing back there, would you stop it? We have great sound people, and every once in a while, it's like there's spooks in here. But we're fine. Okay. Although it is... You've made your point, okay? Although it is stressful, this might be one of the more important moments in human history. Are we on... I'm so glad I have a sense of humor. Sense of the absurd. This is really good stuff, too. Okay. I'll start off. Are we ready, John?
Yes.
I hope you didn't get electrocuted or something. It must be my mic. Although it is stressful, this might be one of the more important moments in human history. Are we on the verge of reshaping how we live together on this small planet? Are we ready to give up on war as a solution to anything? Will we learn to delight in our diversity? Shall we come to the deep truth that we are all one and none of us is less than the other? Is it our destiny to remake this world in the image and likeness of love? Have we made that leap yet? Well, almost. We're at the tipping point. What will it take beyond being sick and tired of being sick and tired? We must love ourselves enough to care about the other. We must extend that love to all life forms, all of nature. We must stop killing and start caretaking. We have everything we need to make the forward progression real. We have a mind that is an extension of infinite intelligence. We have a heart that is the emanation of universal love. We have souls that are forever evolving. As Ernest Holmes, the founder of this teaching, predicted, we have come to the point where we must consciously direct our own evolution. We are the ones we have been waiting for. My friend Jean Houston said, you were born for this. If you're alive today, you're a bodhisattva. You came to do this work, which is to transform human consciousness through our own life. It always begins with us. So, the beginning of anything, I'm going to talk about beginnings and endings today in the personal sense. The beginning of anything assumes the ending of something. And boy, do we love beginnings. This is going to be great. This will be the best relationship I ever had. Oh, this is going to be the best job. I'm just going to fly. This is wonderful, right? Yeah. As my son once said to me when I was complaining about something at work, he said, you know, Mom, everything has a little downside. There's always something we don't like about everything. And so as we get more into the relationship, the job, the business, the politics, whatever it is, we begin to realize there are aspects of it that we can grow from, that we can grow through, or that we can change if we're willing to do it consciously and admit that we are a part of creating the middle between the beginnings and the endings. So the ending might be an attitude. It might be an old belief. What are you going to do? Take my shirt off? No. Oh. This one's working. I'm trading the microphone. There's no accident that they call me irreverent. The irreverent reverend. Okay. Even that too?
No.
Huh? I have to use that? No, I don't want to hold it because I do this. I'm a pro. I don't care. This is all fine. I've seen worse. There was a guy, when I was in Calgary, had this big center, and there was a guy who wandered in from the street and started screaming and yelling and jumping over the pews, and man, I just looked at him and said, all is well, and he stopped. I thought, I didn't know I had that kind of power. Wow, all is well. Okay, where was I? I don't know, maybe I'll just make up something. Okay, the ending can be at the end of an attitude, an old belief. Oh yeah, I was about to take my shirt off. A role we play, even a habit. We want to end that. We want to change the attitude. We want to change the belief. We want to change the habit. So, but as we welcome the very thing we set in motion, we might find ourselves mourning the perceived loss. Now, endings have sometimes it's a relief, and sometimes it's a grief, and sometimes it's both at the same time. Have you ever experienced that? It's both at the same time. It's a real sense of the moment, of what it can mean. So what we are feeling in that is the space created when we step out of our comfort zone into new territory. There is a space. And rest assured, we will create a new comfort zone. That's the nature of the human mind. But in the meantime, we might be a little uncomfortable. It's the way of change. Something comes up, stays a while, and then exits if we allow it, promote it, or expect it to move forward. The mourning of the old feels it feels uncertain. Have you ever been in that state of limbo? You don't know. It's when you say, I don't know what to think. And it's a state of confusion, and as someone said, confusion is a very high consciousness because you're in between beliefs. You are absolutely open to the influx of spiritual truth or anything you really need to know in that moment. When you don't know what you think, it's a really good place to be. It's the resting place between thoughts, and that's where all the power is. So if we're not sure of how this beginning will unfold, we might find ourselves trying to maintain the status quo. You know, you go back. Well, maybe it wasn't so bad. I can still, no one knows what I do. It'll be fine. You know, that sort of self-talk, you ever do that? But when a new idea has taken hold of our mind, it's not going to let go. It's going to gather steam, as it were, and it's going to become a magnetic power, drawing unto itself everything it needs to actually become real in our lives. We have to stay in the trust the process phase. Trust the process. It's very important. A little spiritual patience is required as things unfold into a new beginning. And then we'll be surprised and maybe delighted at how effortless it all seemed. If we're in the trust phase, things have a way, and we give them an opportunity to develop and to unfold. And then we look and say, oh, I really didn't have to do much, and here it is, right? So we tend to stumble and fall when we look over our shoulder. Emerson said something about that. Why are we walking with our head turned backwards? You know, you're bound to bump into something. You're bound to stumble and fall when you keep looking at the past rather than being present and open to the next moment. You can't really move forward. I remember one time I was in Tennessee. I had a friend who had a farm and he had a lot of horses, and he's a cowboy. But I don't know how to ride, and horses know that. So when I get on one, they usually just won't go, or they run away with me. Or what. And one time I was riding with him. He was leading the way, and we were going too fast, and I was yelling, whoa, and then at the same time kicking. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. So my friend Stephen looked back, and he said, Carol, don't you teach that you have to choose a thought? He said, you're telling it to stop and kicking it to go. He said, make a choice. Which one do you want? Well, that's true of all of us. We can do that. We can say, I'm ready for the new, and yet we're still hanging on to the old. What we need is conscious evolution. One reason I really love being near the ocean, don't you, is the constant ebb and flow. It reminds me of one of the principles of life. There is a balancing act going on all the time. See, the ocean is always the same, and it's always different at the same time. Energy doesn't move in only one direction. It flows in, it rests, and then it recedes. Now, I like to think about nature in the sense that, for instance, the ocean isn't moving itself, it's being moved. Trees, wind moves trees. Trees don't move themselves. Something's moving them. It's this unseen energy. So the place between the actions is really key. And it really ties into conscious evolution, because we must realize that we need open space to shift our attention and our awareness to a higher level. It's like the space between your heart beat. It's beat, rest, beat, rest, beat, rest. It has to do that, right? It's the same action that gives music its rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. It makes you want to get up and dance because there's a space between the notes, right? So think of this on a grander scale. Personal life is a series of ebbs and flows for most of us, if we're comfortable with it. You know, it was Mike Todd that said, I've been rich and I've been broke, but I've never been poor. It ebbs and flows, right? So stasis is antithetical to health, to everything in life, to relationships. Nothing can stay the same. It must grow, it must move, it must become more of itself. That is what the universe is doing all the time, is expressing itself over and over again, becoming more of what it is. Love and intelligence, expressing as form and experience. So the energy in any of our experiences has to keep moving, and moving again after it rests to make any progress. The striving for permanence is what causes things to become stagnant and enter into a state of dis-ease, trying to keep things in place. You know, imagine if you have a baby who's learning to walk and you keep slapping them down. No, stay the same. I want you to stay a baby. We wouldn't do that, right? No, you just let them get up and figure it out themselves. No, we need to be that kind to ourselves, that when we're trying something new, it's scary. You know, I used to say to students, if your idea doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. You're going to repeat. If you want something new, there should be a little bit of, oh boy, you know, it's like surfing. Whoa, where is this wave taking me kind of thing. We have to be comfortable with that. We don't know everything. One of my teachers said, there's nothing unknown, but it's all not yet known. And so when we become aware of what it is that our heart, our soul is wanting to move into, greater love, greater joy, greater peace, a transformed world, we have to be aware that it might be a little disconcerting, that we might find things in ourselves that we need to change, that we might discover thoughts that don't belong with this new, and so we let them go. You can't hold your breath for long, or you'll die. You have to let it go. You ever thought about breathing, what it is? We think we're taking in air, but it's really circulating our own spirit. It's receiving and giving, receiving and giving, receiving and giving. It's a conscious movement of spirit through us. So the nature of all life is like that. It's motion. Nothing ever stops and starts again. Nothing ever stops and starts again. It's a constant move forward. That's evolution. So what was morphs into something new, a better version of itself, and that previous relationship has become the present one according to what we allow it to be. I wrote about that today, but I can't remember what I said, but it was good. It was about sometimes you have to leave something, but not all the time. Relationships can get transformed. Anybody ever done that? It's not easy, is it? But they do. If you stick with it and trust the process and love each other enough, they can become more than they've ever been before. Sometimes the heart knows, I must leave this. That's fine too. That's being aware of what's going on. That's knowing yourself at depth, to be able to make a conscious choice to evolve in a new way. So in other words, we're not bound by the past unless we block the new. And we do that by holding on to old ideas. And that can be fear, resentments, anger, fear of repetition, refusing to speak our word. I think one of the things that this teaching has to offer the world that is missing is that we are using an infinite power when we think. And that power is responsive to what we think. The universe responds in some mystical, magical way. We could break it down scientifically. We're almost there in science. But it's enough to know it does. The universe responds to us individually and acts upon our word, just as it says in these old scriptures. The word is made manifest. What is our word? It's everything we believe. And there's layers and layers of consciousness, and that's why we have spiritual practice. Because we don't know everything that's in us, right? So we take the higher thought. This is what spiritual mind treatment is about. I can't wait to teach that class. Because it is an art, and it is a science, and it is very, very powerful when it's done right. So we take a greater idea, infuse it through our local mind into our subconscious, where it's held in abeyance for when we need it. You know, held in abeyance for when we need it. It's like how to ride a bike is in you. You don't have to relearn it every time. You don't have to learn how to walk every day or anything. It's held in abeyance until you need it. But so are things like resentments. Something comes along and your mind thinks you need to feel that. So we fill our mind with the opposite. We try to stay in that vein of there's beauty in this world, and I allow myself to see it. There's joy, and I take it with me wherever I go. I'm going to ask you to say a few things out loud. Just see how you feel. Just repeat after me. Joy, is my constant companion. Love, have your way with me. Miss me. I just said that. Peace. Be the space between my thoughts. Vitality. Reclaim the wholeness of this body. Supply. Fill my life with abundant blessings. Spirit. Reveal your power by means of me. You see, those are statements that the soul knows well. Those are statements that our heart is completely familiar with. Those are statements that a newborn baby is very aware of, in the sense of, I'm alive, I'm here, a sense of, let's get this show on the road kind of thing, a learning mode. Those are truth statements. And so as we affirm them, they're reactivated in our awareness. That's what this teaching's about. That's what spiritual practice is. It's constantly reactivating what your heart and your original self already know and have layered over. You haven't forgotten it, but you have layered over it with other ideas of what the world told you should think. So this is a very potent time for us to be new thought adherents. We have a role to play in the world. And it begins at home. If you feel like getting out there and marching, by all means do. That's a wonderful thing. But you know what all those protests are? It's people knowing this truth and trying to get it to move. People are out there thinking they're against something, but they're really for something. They're for love and joy and peace and power and abundance in life. That's what people are doing in the streets. They're affirming what their heart knows. So if that isn't our role is still powerful. It's at home. Stay at home and know the truth. I think Emerson said that. Be at home with God, know the truth, and speak it. Speak it daily to yourself. Meditate daily. Go into that silence and feel it, the power that's there, and then apply it in your daily life. So the art and science of spiritual mind treatment is just that. It is not a prayer. It is a statement of spiritual truth to change our mind. Spirit, the universe, already agrees with everything we say, so we're giving it something better to respond to. Does that make sense? We don't change God. God is present in us all the time. What we're doing is changing ourselves. So think of yourself as energy in temporary form, moving through time, space as experience. We never stop being the formless vibration of spirit in all its wholeness, and it is from that original self that something really new is generated. It doesn't come from old ideas or memories. What is really new comes from the soul, from the heart, from the transformed mind. What is it, the biblical saying? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind? Yeah, it doesn't say be ye transformed by getting a new job or a new partner, and it says be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And with all that getting, get understanding. You see, Jesus was teaching this teaching, and it got buried, and it got misinterpreted and retranslated and all that stuff. But this is what the master teacher was teaching, and so was Buddha hinted at this too. It is done to you as we believe. Can't say that enough. I'm so happy to be a part of this center and this teaching to keep reaffirming that for all of us. So I'm going to close now with a treatment. About the transformation of human consciousness. So we begin by recognizing, as we always must start at the very top, there's one life being all life, one power, one presence, everywhere, present all the time, all of it, all at once. It never withdraws. It never retreats. It is never in conflict. There's not two powers, there's one power. By many names, it is nonetheless the only power there is, and it is right here, right now, being you, being me, being all sentient life. We are expressing it, individualizing it, personifying it to the best of our knowledge of it and our awareness of who we are. And so this treatment reinforces in every mind in this room, Spirit lives in me, as me, through me, and I am allowing Spirit to express in my life as my work, my relationships, my body, my love, my joy, my abundance. Everything in my life is a reflection of the wholeness of Spirit that is my source. And so I let myself be acted upon. I let my mind be changed. I let new ideas well up from within, from the soul level, from the original self. I am not afraid to be myself. I let it be seen and known for who we really are. Let's say that to ourselves. I allow myself to be seen and known for who I really am. And that is the key, because who we really are is spirit in form. And so we close this part of today's message by reaffirming this world and everything in it is right now moving into a new version of itself, a higher version, a joyful version. As we proclaim it to be so, it begins again and again and again and again to happen, to reveal itself. We see it everywhere. We see new connections, new communities getting together. We see new relationships with leaders. We see transformation of minds that we thought wouldn't be transformed. We see all of it right now by means of our inner vision. And we say, it is so. It is done. And so it is.
So it is.
That's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. And here's Jennifer again.
Hello. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. When life's little stages are teaching me anything, everything's changing and I can change too. Used to be when things got crazy, I'd get to feeling low. But I found out that I can't let that faze me. Oh, now I know. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. When life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes and I can change too. Who expects the unexpected? Life's sneaking up on you, and sometimes we all feel disconnected. What are you gonna do? When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes and I can change too. Who's to say why it works that way? Well, it's kind of strange, but it's true. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes and I can change. Everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes and I can change too. Everything changes and I can change too. Everything changes and I can change too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Carol. That was great. Thank you, Jennifer, for that nice song. And we're all ready to change, right? So, to evolve consciously. Right now, if you look inside your programs, we do have a way to contribute to our center on Venmo and Zelle and PayPal. And then we also have a way to do it with actual cash or checks. So that's what we're going to do right now. Have a moment for consciously giving, consciously putting into demonstration that truth about our center, that it is flourishing. So in your program, if you see, we have a saying. So let's say that together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I am, and all that I give. I know this is so, and so it is. And then,
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So if this is your first time here, I want to just let you know that you're very welcome, and we would love to have you sign our guest book. And when you do so, if you put down your email, you'll start receiving our weekly email newsletter that tells you what's going on each week. And if you haven't received it, you might have accidentally unsubscribed. It's so easy to do. So just let me know and we can get you back on it again. Today is Potluck Sunday, and everyone's welcome to stay. So don't worry if you didn't bring something. Well, we always have plenty, and it's fun to spend a little time together. So I just want to reiterate and remind you that starting this coming Saturday, we will be holding a class. Dr. Carol's going to teach it. I'm going to be the helper, so I can help you if you have questions. I think maybe Dr. Maddie might even join us sometimes too. So it should be a good class. We'll hold it about 5 minutes from here, and we have the registration forms in the lobby if you would like to sign up. If you've already signed up and paid, we have some of the workbooks here today. I need to make a few more, but if you would like to get one early and look through it, that would be very possible today. I would just want to say that when I started my ministerial training, Dr. Carroll was in charge of education for Religious Science International. So I just want you all to know how lucky we are to have her teaching this class. And I want to encourage you to consider taking it. Next, I just want to let everyone know that, as always, on Sunday, we offer spiritual mind treatment. So if you would like a personal treatment, I'm available, Dr. Carol's available, Dr. Maddie's available, Practitioner Larry's available. All you have to do is tap us on the shoulder while we're standing in line or after we eat, and we'd be happy to do a one-on-one treatment with you. And we also have written treatment request forms that you're welcome to fill out. And if you look on the back of your program, there's a list of our treatment team. Requests are kept confidential, but we're happy to do spiritual mind treatment and know you're good for you. And then the big announcement, thank you. Oh, look, the thank you slide matches Ruth Ann's beautiful flowers, lavender today. So thank you, Ruth Ann, for the flowers. Thank you to everyone who helped out today, to Odie and Larry and Daryl and Johnny and Jessica and William and everyone who pitched in. And now I would like to just do a quick closing treatment because we like to do treatment. Oh, Did I forget something so important? I did. Today is birthday Sunday. Thank you, Odie. And we have a birthday cake, so who has a February birthday besides Odie's dog? Jim, yay, Jim. Oh, and Bill, great. Okay, so Jennifer's going to help us sing.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Are we going to say names, or do we just say February birthdays? What?
Everybody?
Everybody, okay. I didn't know the dog's name, so. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Yeah, because a happy birthday, that's like the most important thing of all, right? We're so glad you were born this month, some time ago. So I'm just going to invite you to just relax, remind yourself once again what it is we're doing here. We are celebrating the idea that this is a spiritual universe, that there is one mind, that mind is God's mind or Spirit's mind, and that mind is also our mind now, that we are one with the one, that we have the power of choice, the power to consciously evolve and move towards our good. And I know that that is the absolute truth. And so I know for each and every one of us and for each and every person with whom we are connected, that good unfolds in leaps and bounds. Good unfolds in all its forms. Good unfolds without limit. And this is the truth. I accept it wholeheartedly and completely because I know that Spirit responds. It responds to my belief. It responds to our belief. And all is well. I give thanks. I let go. I turn my treatment over to Spirit gratefully and invite you to join with me in acceptance by saying together, and so it is. Thank you, everyone. And if you look on the back of your program, we have our closing song.
Open your heart, let your love go free, out over the ocean, right across the street. Let it flow like a river, let it fly like a dove, till your heart remembers you can't stop love. Once you get it started, watch what it does. It'll go full circle. You can't stop love. Open your heart. Let your love go free. Out over the ocean, right across the street. Let it flow like a river. Let it fly like a dove, till your heart remembers you can't stop love. Once you get it started, watch what it does. It'll go full circle. You can't stop love. No, you can't stop love.